Hello, 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 Peanut Nola 504. And I'm streaming. I'm streaming today on a Mardi Gras. I am streaming today on Mardi Gras, one of the days that I actually enjoy. It's kind of crazy that every year I have never missed a Mardi Gras in a day of my life. Never missed a Mardi Gras. And it's this is the first year that I'm missing a Mardi Gras. And we're going to talk about the connections with Mardi Gras and the connections with Mardi Gras and the connections with our Aborigine Indians. Okay. There's a lot that you guys don't understand. There's a lot that we do as Aborigine Indians. I'm talking about all you guys, no matter where you at. You hear me? No matter where you at, I don't care if you're in South Carolina, I don't care if you're in Florida, I don't care where you at, you are connected to us in New Orleans. No matter where you at, all across the lands, all the Aborigine people are connected to the New Orleans. We might have different slangs, the way we talk, the way we do things, but I want you guys to understand that we're the same people. We the same people. We the same people that has been disconnected to this land. Okay, but we got Black Indian in the house. How you doing? And I just wanted to year a different year. The fact that we're not able to go out and do our thing second line, actually do our mask and put on our costumes, and actually just look. We got brothers out there doing it right now. We got brothers out there that's out there dancing, out there doing it regardless. They out there massing. They're out there doing. New Orleans don't quit. You hear me? New Orleans don't quit. They're out there partying. They're doing their thing. It is what it is. But what I want to talk about is the fact that our identity crisis has hindered us. Dr. Emir in the house, and we got Miss Jones. I think in Jones. I hope that's not a miss, but we got in Jones, Virginia in the house. We got Black Indian in the house. But I want you guys to man, this is one of the funnest days of my life. I actually around this time, I'm actually enjoying being Aborigine, massing, enjoying dancing, and saluting my Aborigine Indians out there. Okay, today is just a good day. It's a good day. It's Fat Tuesday, and for those who don't understand what we're talking about, what I'm talking about, you got to know Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras people, Mardi Gras is not just about you see these white folks out there on catching bees and shit. I want you to understand this is not that stuff that you see. We're talking about our Aborigine Indians. We're talking about our people, okay, who celebrate Mardi Gras as we do our rituals, we do our dances, we salute and we show out every year. But this is, this pandemic, everything that's going on right now, we ain't doing it right now because people trying to stay safe. You heard me? It is what it is. But they still got brothers and sisters out there right now. They out there doing it regardless of the pandemic. Salute to the chiefs and the chief is out there that is doing it right now. They dancing out there through the night. The war chiefs out there, they doing it. Salute to my brother out there, you know what I'm saying, who's out there doing it right now. Salute to all the chiefs out there that's out there running and out there having fun and doing their thing. You heard me? But let's talk about the Mardi Gras and history. Our lineaging. It was made. A lot of people understand the Zulu parade was made was a mockery of melanated people. A lot of people don't understand that Rex, the parade called Rex Wilmore was a white only parade. It was a white only parade where they went up and down Canal Street, Bourbon Street. That was only for whites, only for them to celebrate our culture, to be honest with you, because it is what it is. Okay. So they will have their side and we will have our side. So what I'm trying to tell you is, so what they did was they had, of course, you had some Negroes out there that were painting their face as painted their face as Zulu people. So they were representing the African people. So them people had their own parade, and it was called Zulu Parade. Okay, so we got and our Indian people. We had our own parade. Okay, well we celebrate differently. We separated ourselves from the day from the things that we seen the white man and the Zulu, the African people doing. So we had our own massing. We put our mass on and we will celebrate and we will sing through the night, war chiefing, dancing, and celebrating our heritage. Okay. So these were three parades that were going on: the celebration of the European and the celebration of the African and the celebration of the Aborigine Indian. Okay. I want you guys to understand it. That's three parades that goes on every year. The celebration of the European, the celebration of the African, and the celebration of the Aborigine Indian. Okay. These are things that have been going on throughout. So for those who don't know about the culture of New Orleans, we were out there celebrating and representing for our people. You heard me? So representing all the high. Of course, for those who know, is we have record temperatures that are going on. It's very cold out here through the nations. Shout out to everybody out there in Texas, Dallas, Texas. I hope all your family is doing well. Shout out to the Memphis out there, DA Indigenous Chata. Shout out to you, brother, and your family. Hopefully, all is doing well. Hopefully, all you guys are doing well. Shout out to Dr. Umair out there in Kentucky, dealing across the nation with record temperatures. This is the first year that we have had this kind of monument cold. I want you guys to understand that a lot of this stuff is coming. This is no secret. A lot of stuff you have not seen is coming to pass. And now it's different. We're getting diseases. We're getting all kinds of things that are coming at us. Okay. Some of these things are lies. Some of these things are facts. Okay. I want you guys to understand it. Some of these things are lies and some of these things are facts. So we're dealing with all kinds of issues that are going on. I want you guys to understand that they are trying to take Aborigine people away from the equation. Okay, this is I'm sorry, Dr. Amir. I'm actually like with all this weather and all the things that are coming up with the storm. I'm actually in a area where it's been cold and stuff like that. The internet has probably been hard to be able to get. Hopefully, I'm clear with you guys right now. But what I'm telling you that what's going on is they're trying to eliminate us. Now, the video that I sent out, y'all, the video that I sent out about the African guy stating that our Aborigine people were already here. I already got flagged for that, okay? I already knew I was going to get flagged because when you telling the truth that we are not from their land, and even the people are showing us that, this is where the friction comes. I want you guys to understand that. So I guess I'm reconnecting right now. I'm sorry for those who see me. I'm sorry for those who see me. Be patient. I'm going to be reconnecting in and out because of whatever's going on. But for me posting that video, it stopped me from being monetized until March the 14th because they don't want to hear the truth. YouTube can't stand to see people are coming with the truth. Okay? So they're trying to block whatever movements that we are trying to make towards our people. The truth, and they will do anything to stop our movement. They will do anything to stop our movement. So anything at all costs, we have for the things that we're putting out, you guys got to save this stuff because they're going to delete it. They're going to delete my message. I don't give a damn about being monetized. I can care less about being monetized. I didn't come here for everybody. I come here for my people. So when you come for your people, you don't give a damn about what people think about you. You can give a damn about who get mad. We had some Pan African Americans. Come on. We had some Pan African Americans who came into my chat and decided to get very upset, calling the man comedian. Who is this light skinned African? Who is he to say the truth? Who is he to tell these people the truth? And they worried about our movement. They're worried that we are going to reconnect with our people. And the money game is over with. The money game is over with. The lies that they have told throughout history is over with. They no longer can get away with the lies. We are reconnecting with our people. Indigenous Chata, we are connecting with who we are, with who we are. And they hate it. They hate the fact that we're doing it in the correct manner. See, we use wording now, and it's not offensive. And they think that we're dangerous. They think that we are dangerous, but we are connecting with our people. And they're worried that we are going we're going to take back what belongs to us. Once our people get educated, then they will be, and I will tell you this, self knowledge of self. When you have self knowledge of yourself, you begin to not kill yourself. You begin not to hurt your own people. You begin to love who you are. We are the only people that have been called multiple names. We are the only people that walked around with multiple names on our back because of the lies. We got Chick Roots in the house with all the lies that they have said about us. Aborigine people, they can't touch us. They can't touch us because we are getting strong. We're not weak people. Ain't no more kumbaya. Let my people go. Giving us 1 month of respect, the shortest month of respect. This is what they've been doing you, giving you something, because that's what the white L face have doing. He give you something, and you feel good because he gave you something. Because white man give it and white man will take it. So I would rather you not take it. Whatever he give you, don't take it. Because he will take it right back from you. Understand that this is your land. You are not an immigrant in your land. You're not a foreigner in your land. You are the original of your land. And everything is owed to you. Everything is owed to you. We're not black. We're not black. We're not black. Black is darkness. Black is weakness. We're not black. Black is dead. We got brothers around here wants to be black. They wants to be dead. Because go look up the definition of black and you will find up many things that does not sound good, but the sound of dead. Our people are a live vessel. And the African American community, the so-called African American community who has been making money off of us, are worried. Sinetta and them worried. They're worried. They're worried because of our movement. They're worried because how strong we are as a nation of people. They're worried because we are not going to take the BS no more. No longer we're going to walk around listening to the lies that they have told us because we, from South America all the way up to North America, because we are not a country, we are a continent. We are not a country, we are a continent. She be in the house, indigenous, Cherokee, in the house. I want to go Halito to you. Halito family. Halito. And I want you guys to understand that these tricks are not going to fly with our people no more. On this Mardi Gras day that I came here, this Mardi Gras day, because I'll be Mardi Gras mumble, I'll be Mardi Gras mumble. Normally I'll be partying right now. I'll be chanting to the ancestors. We be out there celebrating, chanting to the ancestors. But today, days and time, we're dealing with a pandemic. I ain't mumbling this year. I'm not celebrating this year. I'm sitting here telling you the message of our people that we no longer going to be the dark horse in our community. We are rising. We are good, getting up to our higher being who we are. Our connection to the highest energy, the highest sun, we are getting to where we need to be. Wilmore Reed in the house, shout out to you. I want you guys to understand this. They are trying to take and deflect on the teachings of the Most High, the highest being, pray to the Son of everything. They don't want you to know nothing about you. We are the most dangerous people in the world. We are the most dangerous people in the world because once we know who we is, self-love and self-consciousness on who we is, there's nobody that's going to be able to stop us. There's no one that can stop the truth of who we are. Sometimes when I watch you, DA Indigenous Shout Out, I love the photos that you give me. Shout out to this brother because a lot of my photos in my community section come from DA Indigenous Shout Out. A lot of my photos come from DA Indigenous Shout Out. Okay, so I want to give a shout out to that brother Cherokee. I want you to understand that they are afraid of leaders like me. They're afraid because we're going to lead my people in the right direction. They're afraid of us. Okay. So what I'm telling you this, see, I don't want your money. I'm okay. But what I want is for you to do your research. What I want you to do is look within yourself, look at your nose, look at your cheekbone, look at who you are, and you tell me, do you look like them people in West Africa? You tell me, do you look like them people in West Africa? You tell me that. When you look to science, I ain't got to sit here and tell you. You look to science. These people are telling you who you are. I ain't talking about the color of my skin because I'm light skinned. We're talking about the bone structure of our people. We ain't got time for all that other stuff. See, these are the things that we're not teaching to our people. The facts of what you really are. We're not the same tribes of them people. These and we are trying to teach, and we can get a foreigner. I got over 2,000 K, 2,000 K off a video that I got up from TikTok. And I post that video and I got over 2 something K. You would rather listen to the African rather than listen to an Aborigine brother that's here. You would rather listen to it had to be confirmed through the African to tell you who you are. It takes somebody else to tell you who you are to confirm what I'm saying. I got to get somebody else to tell you about you. It's not enough what I'm saying. What I'm saying ain't enough. But what's going to confirm to you is a distant relative. That's what makes when somebody from the outside tell you who you are. Shame on you. When your own people tell you that you ain't from there, oh, you got to guess. You got to guess. You got to sit there. Oh, it takes them to rebuke you, to deny you from them, for you to believe that you're not from them. It takes an outsider to teach you who you are. But when your own people, your own family teach you who you are, you can't take that in. Cherokee said, I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna say it again. Your birthright says you born here. Your birthright said that you born here. The original copper empress in the house. Your birthright says that you belong here. But you want to believe that you are a distant person. That's something that's wrong with you. You got something missing in you. That's something wrong with you. It ain't wrong with me. It ain't wrong with nobody else. It's wrong with you that you got to get something for somebody else to tell you who you are. If I brought a white man in my chat, if I got a white man to come in my chat or come in my panel and tell you who you are, would you confirm that? That Brandon Rogers in the house. Would you be good with that? Would you be good if I got an African who told you who you are? I told you I ain't never seen my views go up because I posted an African telling us about who we was. I done that on purpose to see what would happen. And people came out of nowhere. And shout out to all y'all who loved the video. Shout out to all y'all who shared the video. But it should not take an outsider. It should not take an outsider. And these are the things that makes me furious. It should not take an outsider to tell you who you are. It should not take an outsider to teach you who you are. Why can't we have the knowledge of teaching each other? And that's the craziest thing that I ever seen. We work hard together. We're fighting together for the same cause. We're losing a battle with ourselves. The self-hatred that we have for ourselves. The fact that we want to be an immigrant. The fact that we want to be for somewhere else. Your birth certificate told you were here. Everything else told you belong here, but you want to be somewhere else. Identity crisis is dangerous. Identity crisis is dangerous. It's dangerous. Because you walk in a life that is a lie. You're living a life. If you want to be Africa, be Africa. If you say that's who you is, just be it. Just leave us alone. If you want to be a part of Africa, move your ass to Africa. Just like the paleface tell you, go to back to Africa. Do as your master say to do. But don't come around here messing with people who know who they are. Don't come around here telling us who we are when we already know who we are. Because you don't know who the hell you are. If you want to be a part of that, be a part of that. Just don't come over here. Because we ain't got time for it. Our people on a higher energy. Our people is on a higher vibe. And we ain't got time to, we're going to leave a lot of people behind. We're going to leave your ass where you want to be. You want to be a foreigner in your own land. We're going to leave you where you want to be. We no disrespect to the Africans, no disrespect to the Mongoloids, no disrespect to anybody else. But we are talking about our people. And people get sensitive when melanated people start getting woke. When melanated people start getting educated, people get offended when people like us start talking the truth about us. They get intimidated and they get worried. We ain't threatening anybody. We're not trying to attack anybody. We're talking about uplifting our people. We don't have nothing against anybody else but uplifting our people of self-knowledge of who they are. We never said anything that we hate these people. We don't hate nobody. But it's time for us to love our people. The main people who have the less love out of all nations of people is our people. So why people get offended when we uplifting our people? They get upset and get worried. What they worried for? Because we're coming together? Are they worried because we're coming together? Are we dangerous? It's dangerous because a melanated man and a woman is coming together and you don't know what the hell to do? Are you worried? That's what it seems like. It seems like people are worried when they see positive, when they see energetic people come together and spread the good news. They're worried. No, you be worried alone and you go where you need to go because our people are here to stay. And the most dangerous people on this planet is us. We got to stop killing each other. We got to stop killing each other because there won't be no tribes. There won't be no building with ourselves if we keep destroying ourselves. So the lack of love and the lack of love for ourselves is what's killing ourselves. We are damaging ourselves. We don't love ourselves, but we want to love everybody else but ourselves. Everybody else but ourselves. We want to support every other movement but ourselves. Every community we want to support but ourselves. Everybody gets something but us. Lady Solo in the house. We are the most dangerous people in the world, and you don't even know it. And it's a dangerous part in a good way, not a bad way. Because once we come together, there ain't nobody can stop us. The only person that's stopping us is us. The only people that is stopping us is us. And you worried. What are you worried for? Because the only people that are worried are the people that ain't us. The only people that is worried is the people that's not us. See, I want you to understand that. The only people that is worried is the people that is not us. Because they worried that if we come together, that we will conquer all. See, that's the danger of knowing who you are. You get the Vietnamese, they get populations. I look in Louisiana. This topic was about the Mardi Gras. Happy Mardi Gras to everybody out there who celebrates Mardi Gras. But let me tell you something. And this is what I want you to understand. These populations, I want you to understand. When you talk about the Vietnamese coming to our land, they get we the America goes over, drop bombs on Vietnam, do the things that they did to Vietnam, and then they come here and they reward the people that they drop the bombs on. They reward the same people that they drop the bombs on. They get a whole stack of land and they didn't ask permission to have that land because that's your land, but they get land. They walk here and they get land. Now, these are the enemies of America, but they reward them with land. Immigrants come here every day and get something, and your ass ain't getting nothing. They don't give nothing. You considered a minority when you are the majority. The census wants you to put down African American. They want to group you up. And once you start realizing and understanding the truth with the census say, you understand what I'm talking about. See, these are grouping you. They're putting you in the books. And understanding the separation, when you feel, oh, I got me, so you feel like you got you something. They give you a little bit of food stamps. They give you a little bit of unemployment money. And you feel that they love you. You're the only people that don't get. The Jews get. They're not even here in America. They in Jerusalem. They're somewhere out in another country. The fake Jews. And they get. But do you get? How much do you get? And this is your land. You were born in this land and you don't get nothing. You get handouts. Some of your people are under bridges right now. Some of your people are under bridges right now. And what are you getting? What are you getting? Nothing. An African can come here, become a doctor, become a lawyer, tax free. And they are told to not talk to you. They are told that you are the lowest in your own land. The African knows who you are before they come here. They have a view about you when they come here. Did you know that? Did you know that even the Africans know who you are? And you just don't even realize that. The African man knows that you are a peasant in your own land. You are considered a peasant in your own land. The so-called Native Americans got reservations. Reservations. You can paint yourself as white and they get in reservations. They got secrets going on right now. They can walk around claiming the governor of Oklahoma, one of the governors of Oklahoma, was a white man, and he claimed that he was an Indian, and he is making money off of you. He is making money off of you and me. He's claiming your birthright. Yes, he knows it's called the $5 Indian. It calls it the Dawes Roll. They've been playing a game on our people. These games have been going on throughout our history, but you did not understand that. Throughout our history, we've been fooled. We've been playing second hand to everybody else. That I suppose give you that scripture. They never tell you about Esau. I hated. Jacob I loved, and Esau I hated. They refuse to talk about the scriptures the way the scriptures were supposed to be written. They tell you half of what the scriptures are told. He said, Esau Esau I hated. Jacob I loved. That's why you have to understand what religion is and what the difference between religion and spiritual is. You have to understand the difference between religion and being spiritual. Because man can change up the words of the scripture, but you cannot change up the Most High, the spiritual being in you. They can lie to you and they can be reckless with lying to you. And I'm sitting here at Peanut Nola 504 telling you to live by example of yourself. Love who you are. Love who you are. And everything will be great for you. It starts with you. You can't love your wife, you can't love your husband until you love you first. And when you love you first, then you will be able to love your spouse even as much more than you love. It would be on the same level as loving yourself. But everything starts with loving you first. And the problem is we have people who have lack of love for themselves. They're looking for love in the wrong places. They want love, and that's what Master have told you. Master got you out here looking for all the wrong places. When love should have been you. And once you love you able to manifest into loving everybody else. And you will give your all to everybody else once you love you. Natural law over everything. It's natural. Natural law over everything. We got mothers out here who love their children so much that their children can go out here still, can go out there and be in jail, and they love their Lil Ricky. Lil Ricky out here, they love Lil Ricky. Lil Momo. They love their ass, they dirty draws. But they stealing, they killing, and they still lying for their children. They still lying. You get to the point where you love your child more than you love yourself. You can't help your child. You can't help your children if you love your children more than you love you. I hear that statement all the time. People love their children more than they love themselves. And this is why things are not happening good for people out here in this world, because they love everybody else but themselves. They love everybody else but themselves. They love their husband. They love that man came in their life. They love that man. Oh, I love that man. Because and that man over there abusing their children, abusing your children. I want you to understand that where I'm getting at is understanding that what we are teaching as a nation of people is You got to, it takes love for us to sit here and tell you this. It takes love for us to sit here and tell you that to do your own research. Because many years you go to school, you hear them teaching you the wrong people telling you who you are. You think them people love you? The wrong people. We got people that got these children going to school. They're going to school right now, and some of the teachers are trying to reduce or trying to give them appearances of what slavery was. Got the guy out there, had a young boy. He said the white boys was they were doing like a it was I forgot what city it was, but they were doing a test where they could teach the children where or how slavery was, and they were using white kids to enslave the young melanated kids. I want you to understand this. In this damn time, if you're not woke, you will never ever be woke. Some things ain't never changed. They got some people who have been raised a certain way. They got good white people just like they got good black people, melanated people. Some people just ain't gonna change. And, dusty people ain't gonna change. It is what it is. But they got some people who understand the difference between right and wrong. They got some people who understand that what I'm doing to you is not right. And the bottom line is anybody who condoned, every melanated man was not enslaved. Every melanated man did come from Africa. But when we say these things, people looking at us like we're crazy. So if you was the person who came from the boat and you was enslaved and you was in shackles, that's you. Don't put that shit on me. Don't act like I came from the same boat you came from. Because we ain't when you do the science and everybody understand what the science is, it doesn't make sense. If you want to believe that, that's your preference. That's your American right to believe that you were a slave. Every tribe was not a slave tribe. Now, we had some Indian people who were enslaved, just like the small group of Indians that were slaves. Just like some Indians, I mean, some Africans that came over. Yes, they had some. 98% of Americans that are here were already here. A small 4%, 5% of Africans came here after. That was, see, people don't understand. It was only boats that came here, not ships. They're lying about all this stuff. Talking about we all was shackled up. People would have died from piss, from urine. Urine by itself, defecation by itself. They tell you these things to control you. And thinking that you don't have a mind of yourself to have great thinking to believe over these things. We're no longer in our captivity. We're no longer in our captivity. We're no longer in our stress. Melanated people enslave melanated people. We had some of our Indian tribes enslaving Africans. See, you don't want to believe that, but some of our people were enslaving African tribes. The white man didn't have all the power. You see, the problem is you give all the power to the white man. You give all the credit to the white man. White man did this. White man did that. White man did this. White. And never ask to see that there was a secret behind the deal. Was it a melanated man that done that? But you want to give all the glory, all the power to the paleface. You stated, you come up with these theories saying that white man did all, he done everything. Who told you that? See, there's evil in every group. Every group has evil. I don't accept the fact that maybe some of my ancestors enslaved others. A melanated person could have enslaved others. Could you broaden your mind to think other than just what you were taught in school? Was you there to state these issues that all paleface was the ones enslaving everybody? They had the power. We do know that the Confederate flag, that the paleface took the Confederate flag from our people. The original Confederate flag was Indian people. See, I don't understand why people don't understand these things. That you've given the power to your oppressor. That you told him that he did all the bad, he did all this. Why couldn't we done some bad? We done good too, but why can't we done some bad? See, you guys are connected in a small realm. Your realm is so small, you won't even think bigger than that. You just think that the white man done it all. You gave credit to the white man. Some of these white men don't know what the hell you're talking about, but they gave credit for it. You gave credit for everything. And that's the problem. You don't give credit to that on knowledge that you don't even understand about. They have already whitewashed everything. They've been stealing the things that we have stole. And that's why I told people, I said, dude, why do you think I don't claim to be a king? And I don't like to hear chief. I mean, a king and queen. A king and a queen were people who were stealing. They were a part of a union that were pirates. The king and the queen were thieves, going through different nations, stealing. You walking around wanting to be a king and a queen. You want to wear king and queen. Hey, what's up, king? What's up, queen? They're thieves. Do your history, and you'll find out that the Queen of England stole more than she gave. She stole. She didn't give to the people. She stole. So half of her riches were stolen riches. See, a lot of people don't understand it. So she would go to each land with her pirates, and the pirates were stealing. The pirates were stealing, hijacking people information, stealing people's truth. So you wonder how they walking around and they go to Kemet, Africa, and they go there and they steal religion. They steal religion. They steal. Europeans stole. Even African kings and queens stole. They were not people of good. They stole. They were not, you think the king and the queen got their riches for nothing? They stole from the peasants, from their own people. They stole all the riches that they have received. These people have stolen land, have stolen jewelry, and they have stolen history. And you guys refuse to understand the difference between a king and a queen and a chief and a chiefess. Our people did not steal. Them people stole. That's history. Okay? People live on these things that they don't understand. That's why I don't walk around hollering. We talking about, yeah, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Pirates. That's what the Pirates was for. That's what they were. And they talk about patriots. These people who talk about the football patriots, they patriots. They were thieves. They stole from these continents, from these countries. They stole these lands. That's what they done. So when you see them with the crown on their head, you see them with the jewelry around their neck. You see all these. How did they get that? How did they get the diamonds? They stole these things. And that's what you want to be? You want to be a king and a queen? That's what you. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to figure this out. I want you to understand this. That's what makes you feel good about you, a stolen people who steal and kill. They murdered many people for these prized possessions. They murdered all these people for the prized possessions. That is demon like. That is not good. That is demon like. That is a thief. That is a person who going around, that shit belong to me. That's mine. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. And that's what the queen orders was. Her orders was to take. And you bring it back to me. You saw these pirate ships, and these ships go around, and they were pirates. They worked for the queen. They worked for the queen, and they worked for the king. I can never call myself a king and call myself or call my wife a queen, because we have bigger royalty because of our tribe. We are a chief and a chief. I want you to understand that. Which one you think that lives in a correct manner, who respectable manner? Would I want to be somebody who steal and kill? Or would I want to be a servant to my people? And you have to ask yourself what I'm talking about. Now I will do more videos for you guys to understand what I'm talking about, and then you will get an understanding why you shouldn't call yourself a king or a queen. That's a European term, and you only following of the European. You only following of the truth of the European. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. And you think that that makes you feel good. You got a freaking crown on your head. You feel good about yourself for stealing from your people. And that has no lineage to your people. That's not what your people did. Your chiefs, your tribes, your Indians did not steal. Tony in a house, son baby in a house. I want you guys to understand that. Work with me on a Mardi Gras day. Work with me. This Mardi Gras mumble ain't here, but I'm getting crunk right now. I'm telling you, you heard me? I'm telling you. We got to learn the truth about who we are. Manifest in the truth about who we are. Spiritual people and not religious people. That religious thing came from Africa. See, the Queen of England walked her ass over. She got her pirates to even steal religion. The Queen Elizabeth went over to Africa and stole the names. If you go to Kemet, Africa, you go through the pyramids, you will see the different gods. And they use these gods, and they steal even religion. They steal religion, values, because Paleface is not a tribe of anywhere. Paleface is not a tribe of anywhere. She don't have a tribe. There's no way in the world they can be a Jew. But they call themselves Jews. You know, there's only a Hebrew. I have some unstableness going on, but unstableness. I don't get it. I don't get it. People don't like the truth. People have a problem with understanding the truth. And as I sit here and I think, and I was telling, you know, I've been with my chiefs for a very long time. And I can sit here and tell you that I learned so much. If you're a person that you was 5 years ago and you haven't grown, something wrong with you. And you can't listen and learn from that person, something wrong with you. I'm a hard-headed person and I do some crazy stuff. And sometimes I don't believe I deserve my chiefs. Sometimes I don't even believe I deserve her. But she put me in check. And right now, as a nation of people, we got to put ourselves in check. When we see our people straying a boat, not understanding who we are, we got to put our people in check with the lack of knowledge of self. Understanding that you can't just go listening to what people say or for a random person in the street tell you something. They're telling you the history about you. You refuse to listen about who you really are. And everybody use white Jesus. That's a weapon. The secret weapon to the melanated black man and the black woman is what? White Jesus. White Jesus is the difference of why we are in the place we in right now. White Jesus, the name White Jesus have been holding down our people from years to years. And I'm telling you, no matter what they spit on us, they kick us down, we're going to say we're going to turn that other cheek. We always turning the other cheek. We always talking about we forgive. People stomping on our back. We forgive everybody but us. We won't even forgive our own people. Somebody step on your tennis. You're ready to murder them in blood. Our own people don't have the same, but to let the pale face do it. Start winning the house. Let the pale face do it. And you turn out the cheek. Sambo. We got Sambos in our family that we got to weed out because they not on the same frequency that we are on. We got Sambos. It's a difference. And I've told people, I say, we all along been putting down Uncle Tom, talking about how bad Uncle Tom is. And not understanding that Uncle Tom, Johannes, was the one who freed over 100 slaves to Canada. Once we start understanding the history and the truth about what was really, see, they've been telling you false doctrines and false lies. They told you Uncle Tom was a bad name to say. These are the same people told you Uncle Tom, you are Uncle Tom. And they're not going to sit here and tell you that Sambo was the one who told you, Master, if are you sick? I'm sick too, Master. Are you sick? I'm too, Master. And that's the facts. Our own people believe in that white Jesus. When you try to tell him that there is no such thing as a white Jesus, or our people get mad. Sure do. Sure do. Because that's the things that we are connected to. We're connected to this man in the sky that's going to come take all your worries away. But when it all boils down, it boils down to you. All the things that happen in your life boils down to you. You can change you. The mistakes that you had, you picked a badass man. You are nothing more crazy than a woman sitting here talking about how bad the man is. A woman who sit there and talk about how bad her man is, the man she chose. The same man she chose. Talking about the man is this, the man is that, but you chose this damn man. You wanted a thug, and that's why your life is the way it is. You chose to have that person. You probably skipped over the guy that you thought was a nerd. You done that. Same goes as a man. A man wanted a quality woman, and he ended up with a whore. And that's your problem. Because you chose not to have a decent woman, you wanted a whore. But you get mad when people tell you the right things. Lyrica in the house. Start winning the house. Miss Peoples in the house. Pebbles in the house. I want you to understand that. I want you to understand these things. You are the reason why you fail. Nobody fails, but you want to blame every goddamn body else, but you will never blame yourself. You never talk about your choices. You never said that you did wrong or picking the person that you picked. But you want to blame every man, every woman for the shit that you decided to pick. Your flaws. Because that's a part of you. Only things that we're going to change and we can get better on is ourselves. And understanding the truth about who we are. I didn't sit here and I told people, I said, genealogy is the key. Going through your parents, going through your family, understanding that they were here, they got people that were here before you. Start linking in where you come from. And all these people who want to be from Africa, let them be from Africa. Let their ass be a foreigner. Let their ass be what they want to be. Don't pressure them. Let them go. Because at the end of the day, we're going to shine, Aborigine people. We're going to shine. Our tribes are moving on without them. We are moving on without these people who don't want to be they don't want to be their best self. They don't want to live their best life. They want to stay under their white oppressor. They want to stay living in their captivity. They want to stay living under their master. That's what they want. And you can't force people who don't want to be a part of something that's righteous. Let them go. Because then they want to cry and come back when it's too late. Our tribes are stronger than ever. And I remember when I was following under the Hebrew Israelites and I was following for something and I was looking for something, but my bloodline told it all. I was looking for, and I never wanted all this God stuff. My God has always been here with me. My God has always, religion can't define who I am. All these people looking for a savior, and the savior is right upon you. God lives within you. God manifests within you. You're looking for something that's right in your face. And we are destroying we don't understand nature, the nature of who we are. We gravitate to nature. We're losing that, indigenous people. We gravitate to nature. And when you lose nature, self-love with nature, you lose everything. You lose everything. On a Mardi Gras day, because normally I'm partying on Mardi Gras and I'm not out there partying on Mardi Gras, celebrating with my Indians. Celebrating with my Indians who know who they are. Who know who they are. Second line with my people. I'm not out there right now. Because we've been having, this is a different year. But I can sit here and tell you this. Don't go crying when the white man has taken you away from what you have built. Don't go crying. because these times are getting close. You're losing the perspective of you. I'm telling you, time is drawing near. We ain't got time for the clout chasing. We ain't got time for people who just coming over here making videos who want to be seen. I ain't got time for you. We talking about people saving souls or understanding who you are. Get your land back in who you are and understand self knowledge of who you are. Stop losing that. Don't let them take it away. Because the day you let them take it away, what is your purpose? You want to be a slave? Was you born to be a slave, or was you born to be a leader? Was you born to be a slave, or was you born to be a leader? Because you got so much that you deserve as a nation of people. I get so sick and tired of the excuses that we have as a nation of people. Why I can't get this? Why my friend got that? You ain't got nothing because you settle for nothing. We window shoppers. You're just a window shopper. You know, you're a window shopper. Our nation of people are great people. And everything special about you is within you. You wondering why you uplift the negativity of the demon. The demon got you. He got you. Every time something go on, we always giving praise to the white man. We always talking about what the white man did. The white man did me this. The white man got me in their system. The white man got me there. No, we got to leave the white man name out of this. Some of that shit is you. Some of that shit is you. Some of it is you. You know, stop giving glory to the white man for everything that is going on. Some of the problems that you have is you. And as an Aborigine man, Aborigine woman, you got to be able to tell the people the truth. You can't go around, keep going on, now telling lies about you wonder why your situation, you got yourself in a predicament you can't get yourself out of because you did. There's only going to come a time in your life where you're going to have to settle on and say, I did something wrong. I raised my child. You up there, you got a badass child. You had badass kids when they were little and they badass kids when they older. That's your damn fault. They ain't just grew to being badass. It was badass when it was little. You refused to whip that ass. That was your choice. Children are only going to do as the adult do. They can only go as far as you teach them. You are the teacher. The woman is the very first person that have an experience with a child. The woman in that connection can never be broken. So some of the problems that goes on is you. Marcus in the house. Some of the problems what goes on while your child is a game banger and your ass in the court system talking about my child, when his ass gets shot, you worrying about you going to the hospital with your child, you up there crying about my baby. My baby. Your baby is a thug because you raised a thug. Ain't nobody got an excuse. You know, so many excuses in life. All we do is make excuses why we can't be successful, why we can't be great. From a man who cleaned toilets to a man who's driving trucks. You define who you are. Chief Fleming's in the house. I don't understand this. Our community out of hand because of us. Not because of nobody else, not because the white man made them do it. They robbing cars in New Orleans. All right now, we celebrate Mardi Gras right now. Half of them little boys right there, they running around taking people calls. Where little Timmy, where James at? Where Rufus at? Where's Mama at? Where's Daddy at? It's us. We the problem as a nation of people. And we until we understand that, then the cycle will never stop. As I close, I want to sit in and thank everybody for showing up in my chat. For those who didn't get a chance to press a like, if you came in, please press a like. The Peanut Nola 504. Also share the video. But I'm gonna sit in and tell you thank you, Dr. Mara. Thank you, Black Indian. Thank you, N. Jones. Thank you, Wilma Reed. Thank you, Cherokee. Thank you, Chick Roots. Um, so many more people. I guess I didn't ran up. Dr. The original Copper Harbor. Thank you, Empress. Thank you, DA Indigenous Chata. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nigel Welch. I want to thank everybody that came here. Shibi, LOL, I'm LOLO, Indigenous. Thank you for showing up. Thank you, Brandon Rogers. Once again, we have a powerful team that always come on. Shout out for each other. You know what I'm saying? We got the most powerful team out there. I always say, whatever, you know. But let me see if I can get somebody else on here. Thank you, Lady Solo. Shout out to you. If I can get anybody else in, I'm trying to. T Tribe, shout out to you, T Tribes. Shout out to Tony. Shout out to Tony, my brother Tony. Shout out to South Wind. Lyrica, shout out to Lyrica, Neville. Shout out to Marcus. Shout out to the Indigenous Chata, Copper Tone. Shout out to Miss Pebbles. Shout out to every last one of you guys for showing up once again. I supposed to have tomorrow around 10 o'clock. I'm supposed to be doing from a perspective of a person that went to what that they experience in Africa. Supposed to tomorrow. Hopefully, I will get up. I'm peace and blessings. Praying for everybody who's been going through the winter storm. I may not be able to do that live tomorrow, but a shout out to everybody that's out there. Be careful out there. I'm supposed to go to Kansas City, Missouri tomorrow. So, but if the roads are locked down, I won't be able to go. But shout out to everybody that's out there. Please be careful out there in these streets. There's another wave of that winter storm. So, indigenous people, please be careful. We got another wave that is coming in. So please be careful. Okay. So, peace and love to everybody in the chat. Peace and love to everybody. I'll let you guys know if I'm able to the do my next video tomorrow. Supposed to open up the panel to everybody for perspective from Africa or whatever. And but if I'm not able to do it, we'll do it another time. Like I said, we got serious freezes that's coming on, and people are losing power. Shout out to the people in Dallas who are dealing with powers. They had a couple of people who died in their cars. Do not get in your car and go into a garage. Do not go in. You can get carbon monoxide. Also, please do not park around trees. Carbon monoxide. Okay, you don't want to end up in that situation. Okay, so I'm just letting you guys know that peace and blessings for those out in Michigan, those for anyone who's dealing with this storm. Please be careful out there. Be safe. This is dangerous. We're gonna have a second wave of the very. It's gonna be very dangerous. A second wave. So everybody be careful. So I'll be out and about. I'm gonna try and drive, but if I can't drive, I'll have to go home. My wife is actually telling me, trying to encourage me to stay home, but I'm trying to make that bacon. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But we got a lot going on. A lot of people don't have power. People are out in their cars. Okay. For those who are spiritual people, not religious, please pray for these people who are in their vehicles. Please pray for these people who are in their vehicles. Okay. So I'm out of here.